Dionysus! By the gods! Where am I?
What in the name of Dionysus happened last night?
Alas! You survived!
Oh my, you talk too loud.
That's not what your wife said last night.
Where are we?
What happened?
The year is 490 BC. Greece, a thriving empire of the Mediterranean, is at war with Persia. Factions of city-states within Greece are at discord, rivaling one another to increase power and influence. A peninsula with a jagged mountainous territory, extending like a finger into the Aegean and Ionian seas, is strategically located at the crossroads of Africa, Asia, and Europe. This unique geographic advantage has produced one of the most advanced civilizations in the ancient world. Greece is a civilization that has established trade, commerce, mastered maritime warfare, and exploration. It has produced a society of merchants, politicians, clergy, philosophers, and mathematicians. It is the foundation of Western culture and the cradle of Western civilization. For these men of aristocracy, it is a day to temporarily quell their woes of the ancient world. They are on their way to the Andron to discuss and muse and debate their sentiments of life. They are on their way to the Symposium.
Alas! The Symposium has arrived. Let us call the Symposium to order. Let's drink and honor Dionysus.
Hear, hear. Libations for all, but let us not forget the reason for our assembly.
To know everything about wine.
Ah, yes. Let us honor the gods.
The Symposium was a forum for respectable men of Greece to debate, plot, boast, or revel. Wine was the celebrated beverage of the Greeks, and they revered it as sacred. For the Greeks, the sophistication of grape cultivation represented their mastery over agriculture and was the hallmark of being civilized. They also could be held to celebrate the introduction of young men into aristocracy. The most common variety of wine was sweet and aromatic, though drier wines were produced. Wines that aged well and were stored under good conditions were highly sought after. The Greeks believed that only barbarians drank wine that was unmixed or undiluted, so they usually mixed it with water or even snow for a refreshing, brisk beverage.
Raise our vessels. Let us toast in name of our god of wine and revelry.
Dionysus!
What is this swill? It tastes like goat's piss.
Obviously, these grapes are of an inferior variety.
Let's get drunk.
Greek physicians used wine as a tonic, diuretic, and digestive aid. It was also noted that wine had the ability to induce a hangover, as so brilliantly demonstrated earlier. For a man, the Symposium was a test of his virtues, sense of identity, place in society, and rhetorical wit.
Like men like state, governments vary as much as the characters of men. We need wise men to rule, not men that hide behind superstition.
The gods gave us this life. How dare you turn your backs on them?
I'm merely proposing that we have an educated aristocracy, philosopher kings, if you will.
Ha! What is that damnable noise?
It is the music of the gods. Dionysus has bestowed the talent upon me.
You have had too much libation, my friend.
I will libate until I feel better.
It was Plato that stated that the Symposium can serve as the ultimate test of a man's character. In some circumstances, Symposium descended into orgies, others into violence, as drinkers issued challenges to each other to demonstrate their loyalty to their drinking group.
I think it's enough of your music.
Oh, calm it down, Eugenius. Everybody likes my music, especially when it's drawn from the inspiration of wine.
I think you've had enough wine, sir.
Sir, must I remind you how wine is made and the laborious work it takes to enjoy it as profusely as I do?
Sure.
Wine, suffice it to say, is made by stepping on them. You know what happens when you step on wine?
What?
The skins separate. And you know what happens when you do that? It creates juice. And you get lovely swill that tastes like goat's piss, just like this.
Alright, Lucius. That will be enough.
I will tell you when I've had enough, Eugenius Maximus Aurelius DiCaprio!
The game of Katabos was even played occasionally, which involved the flinging of dead deposits of yeast from empty wine vessels towards a target. In other words, wine pong. The Greeks approached viticulture with unparalleled precision. Symposiums were also held to celebrate special occasions, such as victories in athletic and poetic contests. Regardless of what may have transpired over the course of an evening, the symposium reflected the fears, desires, and passions of men in their time. It offered a sanctuary where ideas flowed as freely as wine, a place where rhetoric and theology could be questioned in an intellectual manner. The Symposium is an enduring testament to the sophistication of ancient Greece.